Hello. Hi, everyone. So, I am Kanika. I'm a LinkedIn strategist. And today I wanted to talk to you about how to write LinkedIn posts that attract clients. And I want to be really upfront with you from the start here. We are going to cover some amazing content, but this is not a general post more content conversation. What I'm posting, what I'm sharing with you today is a specific system. Let me bring that on, then we'll talk more about it. I'm going to share with you how you can write content so that you know exactly what's been missing from your content. So let's just get right into it. So here's the full 5 stage LinkedIn system. As you can see, there are a couple of stages to get fully booked on LinkedIn. So before I talk about content, I really needed to show you the full picture first. Because most people who are struggling with LinkedIn, they are not really struggling with content. It's just that they are doing probably one or two of the total 5 stages and then wondering why it's not working for them. So today I wanted to break that down, and I thought this is what we will do to give you an idea of what really needs to happen in every stage: the positioning stage, content, visibility, conversations, and closing. I thought I'll give you two analogies to just really make it clear for you. So let's first talk about the fisherman. When the fisherman starts fishing, that fisherman might not be in the right side of the pond. So you want to go catch fish, you go to the lake, you throw the line, you throw your line, and you are waiting. But you've never sharpened your hook, you have not chosen the right bait, and you're probably fishing in the wrong part of the lake. That is positioning because you have no idea what to do when the fish actually bites. It's true for so many people on LinkedIn. Positioning is your hook and your bait. If it's wrong, the fish swim right past you. Now let's talk about content. Content is casting the line. You've got to be throwing it in the right place in the right way. And visibility is knowing which part of the lake has the fish. Are the right people even seeing your line? Then comes conversations. Conversations is what happens when the fish bites, because do you know how to reel it in without really losing it? And closing is actually getting them past that. It's really landing the fish, it's turning that conversation into a client. So, most coaches I speak to, they're only doing stage 2. And that's a big problem. They're just casting and casting and casting, and they're wondering why their bucket is empty. Now let's talk about the shop because that might be a lot more real for you in the business world. So think about a beautiful boutique shop on a high street. Positioning is your shop window. Is it in the right street? And content is the products on display inside. Are they arranged in a way that makes someone want to walk in? Then visibility is getting the walking customers, but also being so visible that customers search and come to your shop. That's inbound and outbound leads. And conversations is when the customer walks in and starts browsing, and your team knows how to start a natural conversation with them. And closing, that's the moment the customer goes to the till and they pay. They don't walk out saying, I'll think about it, but they actually sign up and they become your customer. So that's the 5 stage LinkedIn system. All of these stages need to work together for you to be able to have a profitable business and to be getting clients on LinkedIn. So today we are going to go really deep on stage 2. We're just going to talk about content because content really is how you're getting more fish, how you're getting more people. So if you're already posting, you're already doing this. So let's just make sure that every post you do is doing the right job. It's getting it's getting you seen by the right people and giving you the visibility. Because right now, most posts they fail at this basic level. And once your content is working, everything else in the system becomes a lot easier. So now let's talk about being fully booked on LinkedIn. So before I get into this, like I've got the whole 5 stages of LinkedIn into this course that I'm launching in July. It starts very soon, but everything I'm showing you today, all 5 stages of the system, fit very beautifully into this 8-week live program called Fully Booked on LinkedIn. It starts July 22nd or July 23rd, based on where you're at. And this is not a recorded course because it is not something that you just forget and uh, and then it gathers dust. This is actually a live cohort based hands on work. We build your system together in real time over 8 weeks because I want you to be making a lot of money, signing a lot of clients on LinkedIn. So, this is all the 5 stages done. Now, I'm also going to share a QR code later on. We'll come back to this at the end. But I wanted you to know this before we get into the live demonstration that what you're about to see is actually a preview of what we exactly do inside the program. Okay, so now let's get into the live demonstration. And let me see, I'll need to share my screen here. Give me a minute. Okay. All right, so you can see my screen. Cool. Now, this is the course, by the way. Okay. So now I am going to do this just like how other people would do it when they're scrolling on LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn profile. And we're going to take literally 3 seconds. I'm going to scroll up the feed and I want you to just see what's really happening in the feed. Okay, cool. And now we stop. Almost 3 seconds done. And I want you to tell me, I'm going to go ahead and turn my comments on. And I want you to tell me, what is it that you see during this time? So go ahead, comment, tell me what came up within the 3 seconds, because I do have a special prize to announce in the end as well. I really want the session to be interactive. Go ahead and tell me what's coming up. What did you notice in 3 seconds? What do people really, really notice? Yeah, the 3 second goes quickly, doesn't it? Yeah, correct. What else? I'm just reading, waiting. Okay. All right. Let's go. And I'm going to share my screen again. And this time we will do a 30 seconds test. Let me get it up. Okay. So, like a lot of you were saying, you start noticing the images, you start noticing the headline. Okay. And let's see which one grabs you. Like, let's just read through it. Now we have a little bit more time. We're going to see what to do. What do we like? Okay. Nothing's really coming up. Actually, let's look at, for example, another post that seems to be doing well. Let's go here. Are there posts that really catch your attention? Like, look, this one's super big. So we don't really like it. But look at the ones that seem to get a lot of traction. Okay, look how there's a lot of movement here. We automatically see her video and we just want to go in and see what she's talking about. So we might actually do this one and see what's really going on in her post. Okay, so I'll stop sharing for now and I want you to tell me in the comments what is it that you notice in 3 seconds. And come on, people, I want to know what's happening. What do you notice in 30 seconds on LinkedIn Stream? Okay. And now we're going to do the 60-second check. So we're going to actually dive in and see what happens. So let's go into the post. In 30 seconds, we've actually earned the read. We've gone and we've said, okay, this is what we want. This is the post that I want to read. Now let's go. I'll share my screen again and we will dive into this one together. Okay, so now that we like this one, okay, we've actually gone into the profile, but let's go ahead and I'm just wanting to pick out a post that has more engagement. This one was promoted, so not that. Okay, note for the next one, I have to find a post. Well, I know what we can do. We can look at some people who do write good posts. Now let's look at Justin's post. His posts typically get a lot of attention. So we look at his post and what does he do really well? So look at the first two lines. First of all, even from the feed, this is how you would see it. I'm basically unemployable. And that's like, oh, okay, all right, let's have a look. I want to know what do you mean? It's very intriguing, right? Then he says, but for years I chased corporate safety. So it doesn't make sense. This is contradictory, and I still want to read. Yeah. But let's look at the content. I'm going to give you exactly 60 seconds, and I want you to see what do you feel with this post? What stands out for you? Write it in the comments. Yeah, there's a big bold image. But let me see. I'm going to stop sharing and I will just see what are the comments from you. And like I said, there is a special reward today that I have for people who are giving a lot of comments. I really want you to think and tell me, what is it in the 60 seconds that you feel that you do? Yep. Yes, that's a great comment. Yeah, you do start reading fully. Like that is when you're actually reading the post. You also want to make sure that it is having some space so you can actually read it. Yeah. All right. Good, good test. What else? Yeah, an image, a good image is pretty good. Yeah. The line should be catchy. You want to feel like it belongs to you, correct? So now just scan the whole post. I want you to scan first the whole post. Tell me what draws your eyes. And then actually start reading and telling me. I can give you a link of the post in the chat. Yes, for sure. So now I want you to see what you actually read in 60 seconds. What do you think? Like, would you DM this person? Would you scroll past? Just drop a honest reaction. Cool. Now, I love this because this is exactly what your ideal client is doing every single day on their feed. They're not sitting down to read your post. They're deciding in 3 seconds whether you're worth 30 more. And then in 30 seconds, they're deciding whether you're worth 60 more. So now, before we go any further, I want to do something really special today. I am going to give a very special LinkedIn profile update. So, this is a personalized LinkedIn profile update from me. It's not a template. It is actually me looking at your profile and telling you exactly what needs to be changed. To be in the running, all that you need to do is comment something right now and tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how confident you are of your LinkedIn profile working right now. Drop the number and I'll announce the winner before we finish today. All righty. Okay, I do have something else for you. So, you've all been doing really great work. I want to now take this further and I want to do a before and after exercise. So, before we do, I want to give you something. Here's the QR code. And everything we just talked about, the 3 seconds, the 30 seconds, and the 60 seconds, I've turned it into a full detailed checklist, 7 pages, and it walks you through exactly what your post needs to pass at each stage. It's not bullet points, it's not a quick summary, it's 7 pages of real depth, what to look for and what to fix and why it matters. So scan the QR code on the screen right now, download it, and keep it open because we are going to use it in the next session. Now is your turn. I really want you to walk away knowing how to write your posts. You're going to run a real post through this checklist together with me. And this is the exact tool that I use before any of my post goes live. And now you have it. So I'm very excited to share that with you. Okay, I'll just give people some time. Go ahead, take it, and then we'll move. Okay. So now that you have it, now that you have the checklist, here is an exercise for you. Here is the before. This is a real post. Read it. And I want you to run it through what you just downloaded. I want you to really look at this post and start tweaking it. Do you think it can have some changes? What should we be doing? Like, do your 3 seconds check. Does the first line stop the scroll? Do your 30 seconds check. Can you see the value when you scan it? Like literally quickly in 30 seconds. And then 60 seconds. Is there one thing here that you'd want to come back to? Now drop your thoughts in the comments, be honest, and let's tweak this together. Let's really make it work. I'll just keep reading the comments. Yeah, it does feel generic, doesn't it? Yeah, it's not very clear around the CTA. Yeah. And it doesn't pull you in when you're just scrolling through it. Yes. And then how would you tweak it? If you want to have a stab at it, and if you want to change something, go for it. How would you change it? Yeah. Listening to the comments, reading. It's okay. Let's take 5 minutes, and I want you all to really do this. So take some time, tweak this, try this as best as possible. Okay. All right. Good work. I'm getting some good comments. Yeah. Let's tweak it. Okay. Some good hooks. Be specific with your hook. I love that. Yeah, give me suggestions. Tell me what to do. Yeah. The formatting is not good. We should have better formatting. It should be easier to read. Okay. So now let's look at what we can rewrite this post to. So this is my rewrite. And I want you to tell me what you feel about this. Okay, yeah, take the time running your own content, run it through the framework right now. Exactly. That's why we are here. Okay, so now let's talk to the after. This is what I've done. So here's the same post. It's rewritten by me. And let me show you exactly what I've changed and why I've changed it. So, first of all, the hook. Now, the original hook was very general observation. The rewrite starts with a specific moment, a specific number. People love numbers. A scenario that the exact person recognizes immediately. And that passes the 3-second test. That is why you want to click through and then you want to take more time. Now, second thing is the formatting. Look at how the eye moves through this one. It's shorter lines, there's more white space. So it's not like just chunks of paragraph. So each line also earns the next line. So you don't need to work to read it. The post pulls you forward and forward because there's enough excitement and curiosity about the next bit. And the third is the call to action. This is very specific. The call to action is not just follow me for more, it actually tells the exact pain. Like if your content is getting likes but not leads, comment audit. The CTA only attracts the person who has the problem, and that's intentional filtering. Now, fourth, the numbers. I've talked about 111 to 5,000. So it's not a small retainer to a high ticket client. The specificity is the credibility here. Vague results sound made up. Real numbers build a lot of trust. And fifth, This is what a lot of people miss. This is very personal. This is my story, my client, my moment. You cannot copy this post, you cannot put your name on it. And that's the point. Generic content gets scrolled past, specific content gets shared, saved, and responded to. So that's what the checklist is designed to help you build every single time. Okay, so now let's see who is the winner here for this one. I promised a surprise today and I don't want to break promises. So I have been reading every single comment throughout this one. We're also on YouTube at the moment. So I'm picking one person right now for a personalized LinkedIn profile. And my prize is actually going to Chris. The winner is Chris. You get a full LinkedIn profile update with me. I'm going to DM you directly after this session. We're going to look at your actual profile together. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do to update it and turn it into a client attracting asset. And to everyone else, thank you for showing up and showing up fully. The energy in this session has just been incredible. And I want to say this, if you walked away from today thinking I need more of this, then I have built exactly that for you. So, this is my course launch, fully booked on LinkedIn. It is an amazing course. Even if you've got just 100 followers, it teaches you how to get fully booked. Everything we touched today, that was just one piece of one stage. Stage 2 content. There are 4 more stages: positioning, visibility, conversations, closing. And we build all these 5 together live over 8 weeks. So you scan the QR code on the screen and it takes you directly to the checkout page. Right now, in this session, you can join for $297. This is the launch price and it is only available for 48 hours. In 48 hours, the price goes up by $300. So it's not a sales trick. It's just how I launch because I'm doing this for the first time on LinkedIn, giving this course. I've already tested it with my clients one to one. But here you can see the full breakdown of what's included in the live teaching sessions every Wednesday, the support calls, and all the recordings are available if you missed anything or any of the bonuses. So if you have any questions about the program, drop them in the comments right now and I'll answer everything live before we close. But this has been one of my favorite sessions. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing the work for me today. And I'll see you inside on Fully Booked on LinkedIn, or I'll see you for my next live. Either way, I'll see you soon and make great content. If you have questions about content, come to me and we'll work them together. Take care. I'll see you soon.